How's it going? Dave from Comic Book Investments. So in this video, we're going to look at 5 keys that are heating up. Yes, they are going up in price. And yeah, before I get into the video, just got a few announcements. A big auction is happening. Our biggest one ever, by far, number 7, I think it is. That is happening starting next week. So a week from today, and it will go for 2 weeks. And thank you for everyone that participated by sending in stuff. And if you're looking for some good deals and things like that, I highly suggest check out our auction coming up. If you've participated in auctions before, you know the drill. But yeah, thanks again for everyone. We're trying to get everything up, almost done, and then afterwards is going to be a ton of shipping. So go check it out, collectorscomics.com. The stuff's up in preview right now. I think we have almost everything up. There's a few stragglers left that we still have to get the pictures and listed. But yeah, check it out, collectorscomics.com. All right, first up is Planet Comics number 1 from 1988. A 9.0 is up 35% from 185 to 250. A 9.6 is up 25% from 320 to 399. And 9.8 is up 18% from 550 to 650. And you can just look at that graph just over time, just slowly going up. It looks like it was like $50 back in like 2003, and it's just been going up pretty much ever since. It's interesting. I mean, there's no way I can know about every single comic out there. It's impossible. But I got these books in, and I was like, from a consignor for the auction, and I was like, oh, what is this? This is interesting. I think I may have seen it. Now, Planet Comics was a golden age comic book that was like a long time ago, back in like, I might even start late 30s, I think. And it was kind of like sci-fi. And obviously, that company, fell apart. Like a lot of golden age companies, just stopped making comics. Comics took a nosedive for a while after the Comics Code Authority came out, and comics just kind of fell out of, I guess, pop culture. And it wasn't until basically Marvel came back with the Silver Age, Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, stuff like that, that revived it. But anyways, so I'm assuming that the name Planet Comic Books was no longer in copyright, and so public domain, so they reused it for this. Couldn't tell you much more about that. I know Dave Sims he's the artist on this book. It's only one issue. I honestly don't know why it's going up. I couldn't tell you, other than that maybe because relative to Dave Sims, his work. And yeah, that's kind of about it. But it's just very interesting. I find books all the time. I'm like, oh, what is this? Like, I kind of recognize it, and then I'm like, oh, wow, way more expensive than I thought. All right, next is Amazing Spider-Man 365, this first appearance of Spider-Man 2099. A 9.4 is up 34% from average about $59, now $79. 9.6 up 179% from $68 to $190. And a 9.8 up 18% from $191 to $225 in the last few months. Now, this is obviously not even close to its highs before. And I did make a mistake before, a few months ago. I called Spider-Man 120, number 1, Spider-Man 2099, number 1. Called the first appearance. I don't know why I said that. It wasn't. It was this book. But in any case, it's not even close to its highs. It's come down quite a bit. Looked like it was peaked around, one peaked at 800, but probably around the $600 mark. So not even close to its highs. I think that was way too high for this book to begin with. So the hype, obviously, of this book, because he is the villain in the Spider-Verse movies. But nonetheless, this book, to me, since the movies come out, this will continue to stay hyped up for a while. This book will always, like, if you would have went back, before the comic boom, maybe 150, it looks like, somewhere around there, is what it's going for, maybe 120. So it's always going to be a little higher than, the books in between it. So, 364, 366. It's going to command a little more because first Spider-Man 2099. But that character, although popular back in the day, kind of waned in popularity. More recently has gotten way more popular. So this book will, obviously start commanding a little more. But the easiest way to see, like, well, how much is it going? Like, should it be 800? I don't think so. It's just look at the books next to it. Look at the books that have come out around it. And an easy one is you can go 361, First Carnage. Now look how popular Carnage is. And look what price that commands. Now, obviously, Spider-Man 29 is going to command a lot less than Carnage, but more than your run-of-the-mill book. That's not a key at all. So just kind of gauge it off that. If this book starts commanding half or more than half Carnage first appearance, then you know you paid too much. Next is Barbie and Ken #1. A 4.0 is up 300% from the last one selling in 2002 for $70, and now one recently sold for $280. A 5.0 up 127% from 300 to 680, and a 9.2 up 31% from back in 2014, selling for 550, now currently selling for 720. Now that's very interesting to look at. Basically, when CGC pretty much first started and sales first happened around 2002, sold for $70, now up to 280, up 300% over, 20 years. Still pretty good. Like, even compared to like most stocks and things like that, I would say that's pretty good. Like, people would probably be pretty happy with that. Now, the key is with stocks and investing and things like that is you constantly have to buy. If you just buy it once and it sits there and it goes up, that's great. But if you're constantly buying all the time, you get like everything that starts going up. You know, $500 here, $500 there. It's all just going up over time. That's what you want to do with investing. A little harder. It's like, I don't know, someone was cornering the market on a Barbie and Ken #1 and a 4.0, just buying everyone they could. It's probably not that many to begin with, but yeah. Next, we got Red Sonja #1, a 9.2 up 1% from 74 to 75, 9.4 up 36% from 66 to 90, and a 9.6 up 5% from 133 to 140. Not as all highs, but this is not even the first appearance of Red Sonja. Apparently, there's a Red Sonja movie pretty much made. I guess they showed off a trailer footage from that movie at San Diego Comic-Con. But yeah, I mean, is this like a good long-term investment? I don't know. Like, Red Sonja's character, very popular, going to be around. They made movies in the 80s with Red Sonja. So chances are in 20 years, we'll probably see another Red Sonja movie. So kind of a popular character, but, you know, obviously you want Conan 23 or 24 is what you'd rather have than this. I mean, it will, for a 9.6, 140, I don't even know what 9.8 is worth. I can't remember now. You know, if this character keeps going well, you know, maybe you'll see a 9.6 at like 250, 300. But it's not going to be a super expensive book. I think it's from 1975. But yeah, go with Conan 23 or 24 if you're into Red Sonja. This is another good book, but don't expect this to be like a huge seller. All right, last is Futurama #1. A 9.4 is up 170% from 87 to 235. 9.6 up 48% from 203 to 300. And a 9.8 up 29% from 275 to 355. Not almost all-time record for the 9.8. And as you can see, it's just slowly over time gaining, increasing. And then obviously the comic boom happened, and it's been pretty much steady right around when you had a big jump up. This is obviously getting some new price increases because apparently they're coming out with a new season of Futurama. I'm not the biggest Futurama fan. I've seen many episodes, but obviously not close to all, or probably not even more than 10% of the episodes. But nonetheless, this book's going up, and you can look at the history, and it's been increasing ever since. So it'll probably stay around this price for quite a while, just slowly eking its way up over time as the characters get more and more popular. That'll be it. Have a good weekend.